Just quickly jumping in here to talk about today's sponsor, which is HelloFresh. Now you guys know that I've been using HelloFresh for quite a while now and I absolutely love them. This time I went for one of their premium range, which was the 21-day aged rump steak and pesto sauce. We had this the other night and this was absolutely unbelievable. And then we went for two recipes which are actually out of their new super quick range. So the first one is the teriyaki and crispy onions. Again, we had that the other night, very delicious. And then tonight I'm going to be making the chorizo linguine and creamy sauce. So a little bit about their super quick range. Basically all these recipes you can make in 15 minutes. So I'm going to be making this one, as I've just said, and I'm going to time myself and see how long it takes. The ingredients are really simple, and also this range is great if you want some quick, easy and healthy dinners on a budget. They're so convenient, and I think honestly I'll be ordering a lot more from the super quick range because this one literally took no time at all. HelloFresh have also got an amazing offer on, which is 60% off your first box plus 25% off the following 8 boxes using the QR code that is on screen right now. There is also a link in the description where you can go and check them out, and then you can also use the discount code on screen now, which will also be in the description box, to get your discount. Especially now that I am incredibly busy not only doing YouTube and social media, but I also have my job in care, which means that when I get home I just want something quick and easy to make. So the chorizo linguine and creamy sauce was so easy to make, and it only required 2 pans. You just had one for the pasta and the other for the sauce, and literally combine the two once they're cooked, and that was it. It literally took, as you've seen on screen, 14 minutes, which is pretty much a record for me. Thank you once again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. All the details are in the description, and let's crack on with the rest of the video. Good morning, guys. I hope you are all doing very well. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm just doing my skincare. I've already cleansed using the Elemis Collagen Cleansing Balm, my absolute favourite at the moment. I'm just doing the rest of my skincare. I've actually switched out my toner because the one that I was using before was from The Ordinary and it was fine. It was doing the job. But like sometimes it started to sting a bit and you guys were like, maybe to have a day off. But I actually got this one for my birthday from my parents, which is the Pixi Beauty one. And this is the Glow Tonic. I know you can actually get a dupe of this in Aldi. I have actually been really enjoying this. So I think once this finishes, I might actually just go to Aldi and get the dupe. Because I've tried the Glow Rose Tonic, I think that's the other one. Like it's like the pink kind of one, and I really like that. So if we can save a few pennies, why not? Today I've already actually had my breakfast. I know I've just done a clip of me getting out of bed. You know how this kind of thing works, we all fake it. There's no way that I was just getting out of bed and happened to have the camera on. You know what I mean. I always out myself when it comes to things like that, because I remember the last time I talked about the fact that, like, obviously, like when you think about the behind the scenes of filming a YouTube video, when you see people doing all these things like getting out of bed and stuff like that, it's like, I mean, yes, I like the aesthetic because you're kind of like telling a story, but I can't help but think now that like you had to get up, go set your camera up, turn it on, get back in bed and then pretend to wake up again. It's just bizarre to me. But hey, we like it, so I'm going to continue doing it. Just going on with my moisturiser, which is the Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I'm thinking about filming a video where I tell you guys what my like favourite products are and what I like repurchase, because I feel like some things for me, like I would just probably never change. Should I do that? Should I film that video? But yeah, today's plans actually, because today is the 2nd of October, which means that it's officially spooky season. I know for a fact that places like Home Bargains and B&M, maybe The Range, have got their Halloween stuff in. So I'm gonna go have a look and see what they've got. I do already have some like Halloween stuff anyway, but I just wanna expand, you know? My street, you would not believe how well, they're not actually competitive, but how like into Halloween my street is. There's one house in particular that like they throw their own Halloween party just in the house, and their house is like literally a haunted house. When you go in, they've just got so much stuff. And then outside they turn their front garden into basically a graveyard. And even my house next door, they've got like, it's like this motion sensor thing. Like when it senses motion, it starts like cackling and howling, and I swear to God, last year, because it was like right next to my front door, every time the kids were going to their house first, I knew they were coming because the kids were like screaming. It's not very like child friendly Halloween. It's more like try and scare the shit out of everyone kind of Halloween. So I feel like I want to join in. So I'm going to see what stuff we've got. Go and have a look and see. I'm looking for more like outdoor stuff that I can put at the front of the house and like decorate it. And I think as well for that kind of shows that my house is a trick-or-treat friendly house, because I know some people don't answer the door and stuff, which is that's fine, each to their own and stuff. But I feel like if I was a mother taking their children out trick-or-treating, I would be able to kind of spot the houses where you think, okay, they're like, they're into this, we'll go knock on their door. And then I'm also actually going to buy the sweets, I think, because honestly, the closer to Halloween it gets, the more expensive they get. And I think, honestly, it's daylight robbery what some shops do. So that's the plans for today. I'm sure we'll find something. I've already done my meal prep the other day, so there's no cooking to do, literally, for like a week. I feel like today's probably hair wash day, but I'm not going to wash it just yet because I'm going to go to a body combat class later, and that's on at 6:30, so it's kind of pointless me washing my hair right now and then going to a body combat class and it being filthy like literally straight away again. That's the plan. So we're going to dry shampoo it to the nines and we're going to make it last the day. So I had a bit of a weird day at work yesterday. So if you guys don't know, I am a home care worker, so I work in care out in the community. And yesterday's calls were all like, I had like 2 calls and then like a 45-minute break, and then I had 1 call and then like a 20-minute break. And I don't know, it was just like, I was very like in and out the house. I need some more dry shampoo. Another thing to get in Home Bargains. Well, I look like a wicked witch with my grey in now. But yeah, so yesterday was very like, I was like in and out the house because that run that I was on isn't like too far away from where I live. So I could just nip home, which was nice. But it was like, I was nipping home but didn't really have time to do anything productive in that time. So I ended up just like coming, sitting on the sofa, watching a bit of TV and then going back out again. I also, actually, that's just reminded me, I also need to go to a garage because I think I've got a slow release puncture on my front tyre, which I thought I had this before my MOT. And I kind of thought that they would pick it up on the MOT and then fix it as part of the MOT, but they didn't. So then when I came away and they hadn't mentioned it even as an advisory, I thought, well, maybe they've just pumped it up and that's all it needed. But then since my MOT, when was that, like 2 weeks ago? I want to say my MOT was like 2 weeks ago. Since then, my tyre has lost pressure twice in quite a short space of time. So that is the telltale sign of a slow release puncture. So I'm going to take it to a garage. I'm not going to take it to Quick Fit because the last time I needed new tyres, I took it to Quick Fit. They gave me 4 new tyres, but 2 of them, the rear 2, came up as an advisory on my MOT. So not the one that I thought had a puncture, but the rear 2. And I was like, surely not already. Like I literally had them done, like replaced less than a year prior to that. My hair looks awful. What am I doing? Yeah, so then I spoke to my dad and I was like, I'm a bit confused. I only had my tyres replaced last year, all of them. They've come up as an advisory for needing replaced this year. So my dad was like, really, the rear tyres shouldn't need replacing that fast because literally all they do is they're getting dragged by the front tyres. So they're not like, I don't really know how he explained it, but they shouldn't need doing, essentially. So I have a feeling that when I took them to Quick Fit last year, they probably gave me some like not brand new tyres and like older tyres. I don't know. So I'm not impressed with that because they charged me quite a lot for that as well. I feel like as a woman, like why is it still a thing that when a woman walks into a car garage or something like that, people just take advantage? Like, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about, so we can get some money out of her. It really frustrates me. And it frustrates me even more the fact that I fall for it. But at the same time, like, how am I to know that my tyres do or don't need replacing? If I'm going to like a trusted, reputable company, I would hope that they wouldn't lie to me to just get some more money out of me. But that is unfortunately still the world we live in. Do you know this This is gonna sound so like wrong to say, but since my hair started getting into like better condition, I can't put my hair in as nice a bun as I used to, because my hair was so damaged beforehand that it was just basically a big frizz bomb on the bottom, and it created a lovely bun because it was nice. It was like fuller. Whereas now, because my hair's softer, like my hair just like flops. So, but I'm not going to complain because we all want healthy hair. There are probably other ways of creating a nice bun without having to have your hair damaged, quite frankly. I always get mascara like somewhere else other than my lashes. So frustrating. Does anyone else get that thing as well where like when they put mascara on it makes them sneeze? But that literally happens to me all the time. A little bit on the brows. I'm trying really hard. Oh, see, it's splattered. I'm trying really hard not to touch my eyebrows because obviously since I went to see Luke to get these done, he was like, do not cut anything off these eyelashes, don't touch them, just like leave them, because I had been trimming like longer hairs because I get rogue. There's one literally right there. I don't know if you can even see that, but it just sticks up. I'm gonna bring you closer so you can try and see. Great angle, but there's one rogue hair just there which like sticks up, and like I always have an overwhelming urge to just snip it off, and I shouldn't. And I know that like people pluck them and stuff, but I have never been a plucker with my eyebrows. I just don't like it. It hurts, and I don't know why anyone would put themselves through that to pluck their eyebrows. So like I'm kind of in the generation of people who really over pluck their eyebrows in their teenage years, and I never did. So I'm quite proud of myself for that, if I'm honest. Whatever trend's going on, I'm like either really late to the party but I still end up doing it, or I enjoy it and I do the trend. But with plucking my eyebrows, I was just like, I can't do this. Like I really can't do this, it hurts. I feel like I should put some concealer on or something. I don't know. Sometimes my makeup is like fine without any kind of face makeup on, but then other times I kind of think it looks like I've had my eyebrows like tattooed on and it's just too much. So I might put a little bit of concealer on just to even out my skin tone a little bit. Actually, I'll tell you when my skin is the best like that, and it is when I've got false tan on, because the one that I use is literally like a colour correcting tanner as well, so like it evens out all of your colouring. It's brilliant. It's by Isle of Paradise. You can get it in Superdrug. I think I've shown you it before. Yeah, that's like my favourite tan for like colour correcting as well, because when I literally get up in the morning, my skin doesn't need like colour correcting in terms of like concealer or like covering darkness or red bits, because the fake tan literally does it for you. I might fake tan tonight. Should I fake tan? I feel like, I don't know, do you know what it is, right? I see people all the time like embracing their pale skin, and you guys know me, I'm not I'm not anti pale skin. I very regularly have pale skin. I don't false tan that often unless I'm going to like something, but then sometimes it is nice to just have something on. It does make me feel a little bit more confident in myself, and I'm all for people embracing natural skin colour and stuff like that, but if something makes you feel more confident, I don't think that should be an issue to do that. I might false tan tonight, basically is what I'm saying, but it will have to be after the gym, because I'm not false tanning and then going to the gym for it to then sweat off. Not me saying I was just going to put concealer on and then doing like full contour as well. I'm basically doing a full face of makeup without foundation. My powder's also downstairs because I took it to my granddad's funeral, which by the way, it was a really, really nice service. The funeral was last Monday, and it was like a humanitarian style funeral, so it just basically talked about his life and like his achievements and stuff, and it was just really nice to kind of reflect and just remember my granddad in that way. So I'm gonna go downstairs and put my powder on, and then I might get dressed and go to Home Bargains, I think. Somebody tell me why there are more Christmas things in Home Bargains than there are Halloween. I mean, there was an alright selection as you've just seen, but like I thought it would go like round the corner, but it was literally, they had like 2 aisles full of Christmas stuff, which I get 100% that more people celebrate Christmas than they do Halloween, but like I want Halloween stuff, and it's not Christmas until the end of December. they've got time to put that out. Put the Halloween stuff out, please. But anyway, I did pick up a couple of bits, very reasonably priced actually. But I'm gonna nip round to B&M and see what selection they've got. I'm not gonna go crazy, I don't think, but I just want like a few pieces that I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not getting like 12-foot skeletons and stuff like that is basically what I'm saying. But I am gonna get like a couple of bits to kind of decorate the house. I've got an idea with one of the bits that I bought in Home Bargains. I'll show you everything when I get home and how much they cost, etc. Yeah, I'm gonna go around to B&M, see what they've got. Okay, back from B&M and Home Bargains. B&M, another pathetic display if I do say so myself. But I did pick up a couple of bits. To be fair, I feel like what I've got is maybe enough, considering that I do also have other things already. So I'll show you everything that I've got and tell you the prices. Let's start with Home Bargains since we went there first. Didn't really pick up a lot here actually, but I got some hanging bats. It's a 12-pack of hanging bats. I don't really know. So basically, oh, I'm confused now, hang on. So basically my new front door has like a window in it that you can see through, and I thought, because I've got some like orange pumpkin lights, I might hang the orange pumpkin lights in the like passageway and put these bats up so that when you look through the like window in the door you can see like just like an orange room with some hanging bats. Okay, yeah, this is fine. So it's just like individual bats like that, and then you've got some wire there. So we can make that work. If not, we'll just stick them on the glass, it'll be fine. But they were £1.99, which I didn't think was too bad at all. Then we've also got some like caution tape things. I'll just pop this over the door and maybe over the windows as well. This was only 99 pence. And then finally, probably the cutest thing, but completely irrelevant to what I was doing. But, well, it's not relevant because it is Halloween, because it's a pumpkin. But how cute is this mug? How cute is this mug? I would use this year round, I think. It needs a good wash though. But yeah, this was £2.49. They did have one in orange as well. I might end up going and picking that one up as well. Do I just switch out my mug rack to like just Halloween based ones? But I'm not really decorating inside, so it doesn't matter. But this is cute. This is very cute. But yeah, that was £2.49. And then moving on to B&M, which again, like the Christmas stuff. I get that it's Christmas in December, I get it. But it's October, the beginning of October, might I add. They had literally like 4 aisles of Christmas stuff, and it started to make me think, do I need to start buying Christmas stuff now? But I refrained. Anyway, so picked up, hang on. So I got these little gravestones. There's 4 in this pack. It's literally like foam. So if it's a windy night, then I'm not sure how long these will last, but basically they've got like stakes in the bottom. You just stick them in the grass. I just thought it'd look, you know, just to expand from like the front of the house onto the grass. Some little gravestones would be, I was going to say cute there, but not really. Just some gravestones. Those were mini tombstones. Those were £6. Those were the most expensive thing that I bought, considering that it's literally foam. Probably could have made them myself, but you know. Then I got a thunder strobe light. It has got sound on it, but I feel like, I don't think I'm putting this outside. I might actually, so our window here, I think on the evenings we'll probably close the curtains and then keep the blinds open. Sorry, I'm like peeking out the side. But basically we're probably gonna close the curtains but keep the blinds open, and then I might just have this like, just like flashing in the window, if that makes sense. So then it looks like there's thunder in the house, maybe. I don't know. I should have really thought about this, because what if people are epileptic? Maybe I won't end up using this. I don't know. I don't know. But that was £5, even though I'm probably going to take that back now that I've realised that that's probably not a good purchase, actually. But then I did also buy a bowl. So this is just what we're going to hand out the sweets in. This was £1.50. This was £1. It's literally a plastic bowl with some ghosts on it. Very basic, very simple, but, you know. And then, so the sweets, so at first I went to go and pick up a box of Heroes because they're like my favourite like multi-selection chocolates, because like there's just not a single one in there that I don't like. So I went to pick up those. It was £10. £10, and I was like, Of course the best one is the most expensive. Then I picked up some Celebrations, but this was kind of just on like the sweets aisle rather than like on the Halloween bit. And that was £5, and I thought, well, wow, that's a damn sight better than £10 because I'm not paying £10 for sweets that I'm giving away. And then I went further round and I found this, which is just sweet treats. It's got violets, a drumstick, refreshers, lollipops. It's got some love hearts and stuff. And this was only £3.50, which I thought was a bit of a bargain, considering that there's obviously quite a lot in there. This I had last year as well, and I remember having a bit of a grudge or a bit of a rant about kids literally taking like handfuls of sweets, because there's nothing I hate more than like, I don't know, it was getting to the point, like I didn't mind people taking like a couple of sweets, but then when we started to run low and there was like a huge group of like, I want to say like pre-teenagers coming and taking handfuls of sweets, I was like, but little kids aren't gonna get any. So I've got that, and I also picked up a backup, which is these ones. These were monster treats, and it's basically the same thing but just in a little bag. But these were £2.50. Yeah, I'll keep these to one side for like if we start to run out, but yeah. And like last year as well, I was like that person that when I opened the door I was just like, just take a couple so that everyone can get some, because like people, I'm not even kidding, I remember in that group of pre-teenagers there was one person who like came up, took a handful, and then went to the back of the queue and then came back to the front. I went and I literally said to him, I said, you've already had some, haven't you? And she went, no. And I was like, what do we do? But yeah, so yeah, I've got my backups. These are gonna have to get like stored away in a cupboard so that me and Emmanuel don't eat them before Halloween. But I didn't think that was too bad of a haul, considering that, what else did I? Oh, I brought some Dish Daddy head replacements. Irrelevant. But yeah, that little haul cost me in total 23, actually let's take off the Dish Daddies, like £25 basically. And I didn't know it was too bad, but that's my little Halloween, pre-Halloween haul. Still not sure. What would you do in this situation? Because I feel like stuff like this, I've seen it so much, like little strobe things, but then I can't help but think I do not want someone having a seizure on my front lawn. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna try and find like a home for all this stuff, because like it needs to go away before Halloween, because like I say, it's only the 2nd of October and we don't need all this out right now. We've come for a rather unexpected date night. We popped into the Metro Centre to come and get something from River Island, didn't we? Yep. And then now we're in Docio Malto with our starters. I've gone for some mozzarella and parma ham.
And I've gone for, what do they call it? What?
It's just spicy chicken,
spicy
isn't it?
Chicken, basically, but I don't know what it said.
Oh yeah, but it's very hot. Like,
Yeah.
not just spicy, it's hot.
Looks good though. Have a bite. Is it good?
Extensive.
It is, isn't it? Looks so good though. We did okay.
I mean, it's not like we ate a lot. We didn't eat a lot.
No.
Just a little bit here and there.
To be fair, we'll probably box up. I want that sausage because that's nice. This is nice, but that's not so great, is it?
No. Did you taste it?
No.
Try it then. Try it.
Well, if you don't like it, then I won't.
No, try it. What if it's something you would like?
Alright,
I don't
hang
like
on.
it because it's not spicy.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Yeah. Oh, do you? Well, I'm not sure, but it's better than it was, isn't it? Thank you. Oh, well, it's so nice to meet you.
Thank you. Yeah, bye.
I feel very embarrassed. Anyway.
I was literally filming.
Chicken. I'll never ever get used to that. I think her name was Debbie. She had it on her shirt.
Oh, this is.
Debbie. Hang on.
It's like, man, it doesn't have much taste, yeah?
It is a little bit spicy, but chewy.
I don't really like it. I prefer this one, like to that.
Spicy lasagna sauce on it.
It's just tasteless to me. Like the amount of time you're using to chew it, that's telling me a lot already. Because normally, if it was that nice, you would have, yeah, if it was that nice, you would have chewed it and swallowed, but you're still chewing it. So yeah, there you got your review.
Good morning. It's actually the next day. I think the last clip was us in Doppio Malto. That was so good. We ended up taking leftovers back home, which we've got in the fridge. Was really, really nice. Really nice. Would definitely recommend if you're in the northeast area. Funnily enough, me and Steph actually went there for like the pre-opening. They did like a blind beer tasting and then like tasters of the menu, and that was what we got, the platter. But it was like different. It was different before. I don't know how to explain it, but it was really nice then, and that's why I was like, we need to get this platter because it is so good. You get a bit of everything, and yeah. So yeah, we didn't end up going to the gym last night, but we have just been this morning. I've come home and washed my hair. My rings are already closed, and it's 10 past 10. So yeah, I'm gonna spend the day pretty much editing this video, which means that I'll have to end it. But yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, go hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you, let me love you, let me love you.